It is said, Jatha Drishti Tatha Srishti. And modern scientist says, your observation creating reality. That means our mind has a link, strange link with the light waves, because everything in the universe is being created from light waves. Now, this month, Asar, is very auspicious for Hindus because from the 11th day of Asar, that means in the Asar Ekadasi, Lord Vishnu goes to Yoga Nidra, goes for Yoga Nidra for 4 months. Very beautiful calendar. Everybody you have seen uh, Vishnu in deep slumber on the bed of Sesnag and his consort Lakshmi sitting at his feet and serving him. That is very beautiful picture. And this picture becomes the epicenter of modern quantum physics world. Keep in mind, these pictures of Vishnu Yoga Nidra becomes the epicenter of quantum physics world. Why I am telling you? Vishnu in deep slumber, dreaming, and from his dreaming, the whole galaxy's universe is being created. Right? It is written in Rig Veda that Vishnu, the word Vishnu means all pervasive consciousness, the supreme consciousness, which is at the same time manifested and unmanifested. That is very tricky, very intrinsic design. At the same time manifested and unmanifested also. That is the magic or miracle of creation. That all pervasive consciousness, that means Vishnu, from the Vishnu's slumber, dream, the whole galaxies, whole universe is being created. Right? That means a greater mind observing, a bigger mind observing, and from his observation, the creation is being created. That is the conclusion of Rig Veda. And what is the conclusion of modern quantum scientists? They are saying the same thing. A bigger mind is involved. A bigger mind and its observation is involved in the creation, in the creation of the universe. Now I am telling you a famous scientific experiment conducted in USA in the decade of 1970, at the mid of 1970. What happened? I am telling. This is the famous double slit experiment, but I am not going through the details of the double slit experiment. I am just telling you the synopsis, the headline of that experiment. They started experimenting to see exactly what the light waves are. Are the light waves or particle? They wanted to see it. But what they saw at the same time, light is waves and light is particle also. But it is not possible. A particle, how can a particle be a wave? And how can a wave be a particle? That is very eerie, and this is very spooky thing to the scientific world. When somebody observing, then the light behaves as a particle. And when nobody was observing, then light behaves as a wave. So this is very ridiculous. This is very spooky. The outcome of a experiment must be A or B. That's it. But at the same time, A and B, that outcome, at the same time, both the possibilities are there. It is irrelevant. Right? Then the question came in their mind, who is contributing? What is the ingredient in the scientific understanding? What is the ingredient? Or who is influencing the behavior of the light? Then mathematical physicist, Professor von Neumann, caught that thing, discovered that thing. Observation, human consciousness is the fundamental ingredient in the experiment. For the first time in the world of physics, human consciousness involved as an ingredient of an experiment. For the first time in the world of physics. Then they put a electron observer only to detect what electron doing, only to detect the movement of the electrons. The scientist put a electron camera, very observer, like a human eye, electron observer. It can take every details of the tiny movements, very subtle movements of the electrons. And why they put electron observer? Because human eyes is full of desire, attachment, and sensory pleasures. Because if the human brain is full of attachment, desire, sensory pleasures, then that brain create electromagnetic field. And if you are creating electromagnetic field every time, then it will distort, it will disturb the experiment. It will not bring a required outcome. So a neutral observer was needed. So they put the electron observer, very powerful, because electron observer cannot create a electromagnetic field, because electron observer, electron minds, electron camera doesn't possess any kind of desire or attachment of sensory pleasures. That is the reason they put the electron observer. Then what they saw, when electron observer, microscope observer watching, light becomes waves. Light becomes particle. Light becomes particle. And when they were removing, when they removed the camera observer, electron observer, light started behaving as waves. So what is the conclusion? When the electron observer observing the experiment, light becomes particle. I mean, light becomes particle means material. Light becomes material. And when they remove the camera, remove the observer, light started behaving as it is, as waves. Then they put the human observer. Human observer means meditator, great meditator. They put the meditator eyes. The great meditator who are in the habit of doing meditation and whose mind are devoid of any kind of desire, sensory pleasures, attachment, that kind of mind they found and put in front of the movement of electrons. And that time, when a meditator observing, electron becomes particle. That means light becomes particle. And that when the meditator closed his eyes, light started behaving as waves. From there, they came to conclusion, scientists came to the conclusion that your mind is involving, your observation is involved in the creation. If you are observing with a mind devoid of any kind of desire, attachment, that mind, that observation can create your desired reality. That mind can interact with light and force the light, influence the light to collapse and becomes a material for you. Particle means tiny material like marble dust. Like marble dust. Tiny material. It may be the material or particle of a car or of a bungalow, of a gold, of a something, anything you want. That is clear cut. That is totally final conclusion. Now it is in the it is in our metaphysics or in our Puran, in our mythology also. From light, everything happening. Light, the god throw light, and that light becomes food. The god throws light, that light becomes a beautiful home. We have seen in that in the movie also, in the mythological movie also. That same thing. The same thing. The problem is that we are, the human being, and our minds are very suspicious. We have no respect to our Eastern mystics. We have no respect for our Veda Upanishad. That is the problem. That is the problem with the Indian. because we don't give any value to our own thing. But the outsider, the foreigners give the importance. The scientists give the importance. We don't. If something big happens, then we started running after it. Oh, chalo, chalo, chalo. That kind of mentality. So it is very clear, my dear friends, our human mind has great potential. But when your mind is full of anxiety, depression, stress, strain, desire, attachment, any kind of attachment, attachment to your family, to your master, to your teacher, any kind of attachment, that kind of mind cannot create anything or your desire reality. This has to be understood. If you keep repeating car, bungalow, peace, serenity, santi, nothing will come in your life. You just affirm it. Laws of affirmation does not work. You need a mind, powerful mind, ignite mind. I am telling you, ignite mind to create your reality, to create your well-being, to create your good health, to create everything in your life. You need a mind which is devoid of any kind of sensory pleasures, any kind of attachment, any kind of desire. That is very subtle things. If you want to create anything, you have to stay away from that thing. You have to empty your mind from that very thing. And then mind can bring that thing. एक कहावत है हिंदी में, हम जिसके पीछे दौड़ते हैं वो नहीं आते हैं, और जिस दिन हम उसके पीछे दौड़ना छोड़ देते हैं वो हमारा जिंदगी में आविर्भाव हो जाते हैं. ये पुराना कहावत, पुराना शायरी भी है. शायरी तो मुझे इतना याद नहीं है, मगर ये पुराना कहावत बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. स्टॉप रनिंग, जस्ट पुट योर माइंड, neutral mind, engage it in the creative process, then the whole world will be yours. Thank you, my dear friends. Again, we will meet tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.